Hi guys, welcome to another one. This is Marvel Future Fight. I am NEODREAD. So today I guess I just want to jump right into it. I want to discuss the epic quest because I've been complaining a lot about the X-Men and Deadpool and Storm not getting a uniform and the Rogue not being as strong as she should. My Rogue is already at tier 2, but you can always use excess bios, guys, because with the native tier 2s, some of them like your Apocalypse, like your Quicksilver and so forth, you will need the bios or other characters bios in order to level them up, you know what I mean? So you can always use extra bios even though you might think that you do not need it because your character is already at max. You can always use them because if a new uniform also comes on, then you will need to use the bios so that you can upgrade your uniform, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, they always come in handy. They always come in handy. So with regards to Rogue, just some background story. I don't know, some of these characters from the comic books and then you get the now movies or series, the history of the characters seems to, I don't know, shift a bit, you know what I mean, or change, or they just maybe tweak it here and there. So for this one, I'm using Thanos with my uniform. So I am going to leave that on auto. So apparently, she was raised by her aunt Carrie after what? After a tragedy befell her parents, and young Anna Marie ran away from home and was taken by Mystique and Destiny. So she had a pretty rough childhood. I guess that's why in the storylines or in the story itself you would get her having issues with trust and letting people into her life and letting people into her heart, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, that is Rogue. So my problem with her being, I don't know, potentially one of the weakest, dare I say that, is because in the movie itself, and I did not also get the reason why she is Steve in the series itself or in the X-Men story itself, she is a force to be reckoned with, you know what I mean? She can take power from everyone and use that same power that she got from everyone herself as if it was her own. So she should essentially be able to take people's powers no matter what they have on them, or even with the Infinity Stones. I think she should be one of the only X-Men mutants that can actually use the Infinity Stones and still survive, you know what I mean? That's how strong she is. So for Rogue's chapter, I used Thanos, the new uniform. In my previous video, I had used him with his original state, or in his original state. So I think for all the missions, I'm just going to autoplay them. Let me guys know how you went through your X-Men missions, but at the moment what I do, this is just simply for the purpose of this video. At the moment what I do, I just clear the X-Men epic quests, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, I don't really think I need to play them through and through, because I don't really think they would put in ally shifters in these missions. I think I have not even seen them even when I was playing them manually, so there would be no point in using or in playing them without the autoplay on, you know what I mean? But even with the autoplay on, it doesn't make sense to me. So it's easier just to clear it. That's the point that I'm trying to put across. So now we are going for Beast. I think I love Beast uniform even though I have not gotten it. The only reason I think I haven't tier 2 Beast is because he does not contribute to the rebirth of the Phoenix. If he did, he would have been on tier 2 by now. But obviously later I will tier 2 him. But I think before I tier 2 all the other characters, I will work on my Black Order first, because my Black Order are still at their very lowest. I have not seen a need to tier 2 them, or sorry, they're already on tier 2 because they're latest. I have not seen a reason to level them up, you know what I mean? But I think I will obviously start with Black Dwarf when I do start to level them up. So this is Quicksilver making quick work of everyone, which is to be expected. So what Beast story? I think Beast story while he was working at a nuclear power plant, Norton McCoy, that's his name, obviously, was exposed to massive amounts of radiation that affected his sleep. So with the Marvel Universe overall, this whole exposure to radiation seems to play a big role. So Henry Hank McCoy was born a mutant who was showed the signs of his being different from birth, with his unusually large hands and feet. As a youth, Hank's freakish appearance was a suspect of much ridicule from his classmates. Obviously, like, you know, in school, like, pupils can be cruel. Hey, like, they can make you hate your life and your existence. So I guess with the Marvel Universe trying to be relevant, they try to bring regular or more common stories to the characters and their backgrounds and the context, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is Beast's story, and that is Beast's mission. So they are not taking long. I'm very happy with that. So I think we are moving on to Storm next. Storm is a powerful character with the original uniform. So even though I do not complain that much, because she is still a potent combination. Because I think when I have in Alliance Battle, when it is the Blast female day, I use her obviously with the leadership of Ancient One and Sharon Rogers, and I always seem to achieve what I want to achieve. I always seem to get max rewards or claim all rewards in Alliance Battle. So Aurora Monroe is the descendant of an ancient line of African priestesses, all whom have white hair, blue eyes, and the potential to wield magic. Her mother, Ndare, was an African princess who married an American photojournalist, David Monroe, and moved with him to Manhattan, where Aurora was born. Interesting, because in X-Men Apocalypse, her hair is not originally white. Her hair is turned white after Apocalypse enhances her mutant X gene or her mutant ability, like when he fully unlocks it, like he does with all of them in the not all of them, okay, because Magneto, I think, was just either told or shown the way, but some of them, a lot of them, Apocalypse unlocks their full potential. That's when her hair turns white, actually. So when they say that they were born of white hair, makes you wonder. This is what I was talking about, the stories that shift or that are slightly tweaked for the purpose of the movies, I guess. This does not happen with only comic books, guys. It happens with novels as well. If you guys read The Lord of the Rings before you watch the movies, or if you read Hunger Games before watching the movies, you will notice there are certain things or certain elements that they bring in, that they tweak, and it frustrates a lot of us that know the original content. But I guess for commercial purposes, they have to do such things, you know what I mean? So you never know, they have the budget, they have the resources, so hey, ultimately it is their decision. So yeah, that was Storm, and let's get right into Cyclops. With Cyclops, I've always been fascinated with the friction between him and Wolverine over Jean Grey. I had wished that there would have been a point where we had seen an all-out joust between Wolverine and Cyclops, and see who is the better X-Men. You know what I mean? Obviously, Wolverine will take it hands down because of his regeneration. But yeah, that would have been awesome to see. So I'm going to finish all of these stages with Quicksilver, because I don't know, he thinks he has the most impressive time when it comes to clearing these missions. So this is the Cyclops mission. What is Cyclops' story? Scott Summers, that's his name, obviously, was the first of two sons born to Major Christopher Summers, a test pilot for the U.S. Air Force, and his wife Catherine. Christopher was flying with his family home from a vacation when their plane was attacked by a spacecraft from the interstellar Shire Empire, I think. To save their lives, Catherine pushed Scott and his brother Alex out of the plane, and with the only available parachute. So Alex, I think, is the guy called Havoc, because they kind of have like the same power. He emits his energy from his eyes, but then Havoc emitted it, I think, from all over his body, and it was like uncontrollable. And he was super impressive. Actually, he was super impressive. I wonder why he was killed off that quickly in the movies. I think, which movie was it? X-Men Days of Future Past. I think the first installment of the Days of Future Past, or when they brought in the younger mutants, you know what I mean? Oh, Mystique from the previous video where I was talking about the girl that played Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. She plays Mystique in X-Men. So yeah, guys, that was the Cyclops mission. And the rebirth of the Phoenix, I only have that Magneto to purchase with the 6,600 crystals, and then I will be gaining my Jean Grey. So I can't wait for that. I am extremely excited for that. So yeah, that's the story of some of the major X-Men. But remember, with X-Men, there are so many of them, guys. There are so many. They are like a universe, a Marvel universe all on their own. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that was the X-Men. So I think I just want to check out the uniforms. Okay, maybe I just want to check out only Beast's uniform. But yeah, I think it's pretty. It's awesome. It's awesome. And Beast has always been one of my favorites when it comes to X-Men, simply because of, I don't know, man, he's a beast. Like it is as simple as that. So guys, that was it for the video. Keep on playing, keep on grinding, and yeah, man, let's meet on ABX. Let's meet in the timeline battle, even though we do not really meet face to face, like literally, but I hope it will change. Marvel has a lot of Marvel rather has a lot of resources at their disposal, so I hope they bring in live servers. I hope we can talk to one another, except for the chat, like while we are playing the game, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, until next time.